Hi, I'm Fatin.
I'm Nurin.
Now we're at our home.
At 3:10 p.m.
So the first question for the quiz for is a company wants to improve the accessibility of its online product catalog for blind visitors. I can advise them what design actions to take according to the following guidelines respectively. Guideline 1.1 provide text alternative for any non-text content so that it can be changed into other forms people need, such as large print, braille, speech symbols, or simple language. For this guideline, we can suggest that we can use alt tag in HTML to provide descriptive text for any images that we post. And for the guideline 1.4, make it easier for users to see and hear content, including separating foreground from background. For visual presentations, this involves making sure that information presented on top of a background contrasts sufficiently with the background. For audio presentations, this involves making sure that foreground sounds are sufficiently louder than the background sounds. For example, if we have a video that plays automatically, we can build a functionality that can stop or pause or play the audio using keyboard keys.
And the second question is I can explain the difference between the two inquiry methods, which is contextual inquiry versus corporate inquiry. So for the contextual inquiry is how the user use the product under the real conditions. And as for the corporate inquiries or collaborative inquiries, it shows the idea to research with people. It's like when you work with someone that have same interests so that you can understand more about the world and you can learn how to creatively find a way to design a thing better. And for the third question is I can explain the difference between feedback and visible system status. So for the visible system status is used to engage with people. It's like when, as example, when you want to upload something at Google, in a Google Drive, for example. You can see that like the bar that shows that you uploaded something. Uh, and feedback the visible system gives some like what's going on with the uploading, and then feedback is the information provided by the visible system where the interface responds to the actions and it produces output. And the fourth question is when my manager is contemplating installing surveillance cameras, I can explain to my manager that there are political consequences. So for this question, because like it related to the privacy of people. So sometimes people might not want to be in the camera. So because they need the privacy, and they didn't want to be in the camera. And also it depends on where you want to put the surveillance cameras. So you cannot put the surveillance camera in the bathroom or in changing room because like it consider like because it's a privacy for someone.
So the next question is question 5, which is I can describe what Fitts law is meant to predict and explain the terms in the Fitts law equation. Fitts law is designed to model the act of pointing either by physically touching an object with a hand or finger or virtually by pointing to an object on a computer monitor using a pointing device. Fitts law can predict performance on a pointing task. Fitts law equation is mt equals to a plus b log 2 of a over w plus 1, where mt equal to movement time, a equals to index of difficulty, w equals to target width, and a and b are constants which empirically determined for each device. A equals to amplitude, not index of difficulty. And For the last question is question 6, which is I can give an example how Apple as a company pays attention to accessibility. Apple has built this helpful accessibility tool in their product called Display Accommodation for people with color blindness problem. iOS lets you invert colors, reduce white points, enable grayscale, or choose from a range of color filters to support different forms of color blindness or other vision challenges. You can select a common preset or fine-tune the color tint and hue to customize a display setting that works for you. With the Smart Invert Color setting, iOS automatically recognizes when a piece of media is using a dark color style, so you can reverse the colors of the display without affecting the look of images, videos, and certain apps. And once you set your filters, the settings apply to everything that appears on your phone. That's all from us. Thank you.